been a bit of a chew on, but would you look at this? Part 2 of the KX60. Right. Yep, you've guessed it. The KX60. I've had it rebored. I weren't happy with it. I seen a couple of gouges, well, not gouges, like little scuffs when I put the other piston in, so it was my own fault. I wasted money on a piston, but on the upside, look at it now. Look at that. Lesson learned. I should have just had it rebored in first place, but look at that. It's been rebored up to a... It's been rebored to take all the scuffs off, and then it needed to be... So then it made it up to a 65, and then it had a deep scuff at the bottom or something, the man said. So then that to so it's a 65 plus 1. So he said it should be a flying machine now. It wants to be an all. How much is it? Where's that receipt gone? Because that just cost us... Where is it? There. 103 quid. 103 quid! It wants to piss and fly as well. Right. Let's get home. Get it put back together. Come on. Come on, get it. We're back. We're back. There she is. The little money pit. Little end bearing. Good gin. Brand new piston. Brand new, look at that. Yeah, so she fits. Fits like a glove, look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, more tea, Vicar. It's alright. Let's get it put together. For some reason, they've sent piston rings, one in a box instead of both of them together. Hard to do this with one hand. Oh, look. So to get these on, little pins here, these little grooves here, sit there. So I'm going to do that now. Right, we've got Mr. Al here. He's a bit shamrock-eye. So Alan, when we put these on, I've just explained to the lovely viewers that only thing we need to do is line the things up where. Why won't this focus? The thing, little dots there. Anyway, with these on 4 strokes, you have to be careful which way you put the rings round, because there's a compression ring or oil ring and a scraper ring. But with 2 strokes, they're both compression rings, aren't they? Yeah. So as long as you get them in just on them little marks there, which I'm going to do now, it should be right. So I'm going to do this because I can't hold it. And voila! So you can see this fucking phone. Oh my god, what is it doing? There. Lined up, lined up. So next is the gudgeon pin and the little end bearing, isn't it, Al? Correct. Oh no, wait there, we need these little pins. Put one of these pins in first. Well, that took longer than expected. So we've got the... What was that called, Al? What's that, Malak? Split pin, was it? Circle. Circle. So we've got the circle pin. We've got the piston rings in place. You can see there. So now we're gonna leave that in there, leave that there. Then we've got this, we need to put the reed valves back in. These are reed valves, and what did you say? They only go in one way, don't they?
They only go in one way.
They can only go in one way, so you can't get them the wrong way around. But can they? Well, they go that way or that way, can't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
You've got to make a child in your room.
So now reed valves are in. I'm going to put this on. This is what your carb goes onto. So, was it your inlet manifold?
Yeah.
Can't see because we're at fat hands, isn't we? So that just bolts onto there like that. Right, I'll get my 8mm and nip them up! Nip them up! Right, gasket on. Little end bearing in. When you put your piston in, there's a little arrow on there, and that always goes to the exhaust pot on 2 strokes, doesn't it, Alan? So we're just going to put the what's it called? What's that pin called that goes through?
Wrist pin.
Huh?
Wrist pin.
What?
Wrist
Pin.
pin.
It's called a gudgeon pin, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also called the wrist pin.
Gudgeon pin and wrist pin or something. We'll just call it gudgeon pin. So yeah, I'm going to put that on there and do that. Woohoo! Feel it in my bones. It's in. It's in. Right, the only thing with this, I'm going to tell you all a story, and this is how it goes. Right, we had a little bit of trouble when I first got it rebored because I didn't know if it was nickel plated or what's the other one, Alan? Or is it chrome? What's the other one? There's nickel and chrome that they're plating with in it.
Chrome plated.
Chrome plated, then you can't get it done, you'd have to get it repressed. Yeah. Anyway, they got this one done, but the only piston size they had in 60s was it a step up from a 1 or 2 or something, but they didn't have the piston. So they said they only have the next piston is a 65. So I said, well, rebore it to a 65 then. They said, well, I don't know if the gudgeon pin will match the conrod and like the barrel and stuff. So I've done a little bit of research, and I've seen people rebore them to rebore these 60s to 65 and just use a 65 piston straight away. So that's exactly what I did, and hey ho, it's looking all right. So all I need to do now is get the clip in the other side of that, and then put it in, and then it should be there, shouldn't it? Right. All we've done here, we've got the piston in, we've got the gasket there. All I've done is put a bit of 2-stroke, lubed her up, ready to go in. Oh, need to lube them up, boys, look at that! I'm going to put a bit of 2-stroke in there and all. Then make sure the piston rings are in place. I'm not going to record this because it usually, well, sometimes it goes in straight away and sometimes it's a twat in it. So, let's get the barrel on. Wow. Right. 3 days later, not really, about 2 hours. Right, we're in, so we just need the top gasket, which I've got there, and then put the head on. So that's, where is the head out? Right, go on then. Right, we've got that gasket here. Right, that's that. Put the gasket on. All I'm doing, I'm not going to bore you, is putting 4 bolts in here and there. So, ha! Oh, this is like a year later. We hadn't had the KX out for. So, Chicken Wing here. It's his first go on a, what should we call it? Should we call it a proper bike? So, if he falls off, it's going 250 quid to go half surf, Jeremy Beetle. So, we're going to start it up now. Kick her off, Chicken Wing. Look at that beautiful thing. We're gonna let it warm up. We've already let it warm up a little bit at home. I only live down there. So, and then we're gonna have a little go. But what I think it might need doing to it, because I've rebored it to like a 970cc, I think it might need bigger jets in the carb. So, right, go on and have a little go. Like, remember, slowly, because it's a brand new piston, brand new barrel. What's here? Just go up there nice and slowly, and down here nice and slowly. No, more. Huh? Where that dirt, right, where that circle will be back. Just saw then, because it's been sat that long, the clutch is stuck. So even when you put it in gear, and pull that, push it, look, it's still engaged. So, what I usually do is put it against the wall, so get it against here. What, with it in gear? No, take it out of gear. Put it against tree. Rev it, and then let clutch out, and it usually jerks and it loosens the clutch up. So that's what we'll do now. Try not to go down there though. Go on, start it. Right, give it a nice pass here, let me do it. Right. Needs a bigger jerk. What's that you say? Yeah, that's the idea of it. Wait, I'll give it another go and we'll be back. We've got the clutch unstuck. Go on then, nice and steady. First corner proper bike. Not expecting him to ride it properly, but go on, Chicken Wing. He's only ever had to go on pit bikes before.
No.
He's had to go on my trials bike. And now he's had to go on a proper bike. He's not kicking bands in. Knock it down! Shouldn't, when he does that, knock it down a gear. Right, that'll do. That'll do. What do you reckon?